welcome to week 23 of building our farmhouse here in the Philippines. It is about 4 o'clock, March the 7th, and as we pan around, beautiful looking house on the way. No water in the drain, which is great. We've had a bit of relief from the rain this week, and also we've just hit 200 subscribers, so keep it coming. As we move down the house, you'll see it's a bit multicoloured at the moment. They are going through a process. There's a four-stage process of sealing and painting the house. I'll go through that a bit later. As we come down, you can see just on the right, there's a swimming pool. We've got 4 block walls, and they're just starting to frame out the interior concrete, which is going to be poured a bit later on. As we come down, there's a lot of little things on the outside that they've done and finished. I'll try and point them out as we go. Most of the work this week's been done inside. Just a view down the house. I can't get inside too much because there's scaffolding everywhere at the moment. As you can see, there's framework going across the pool. The pool looks quite deep, but it's actually only at its deepest point. It's about 160 centimetres, I think. So it's not a deep pool at all, but it will serve the purpose and be nice and refreshing after a day doing things on the farm. As you can see, they've done a bit of the framework at the front there it's going to be a front garden going up the property, and then on the higher step there'll be a stainless steel rail going across. For the interior, a bit of hardyplex there to frame up the interior walls, and that's the cement on the left. A lot of that's going to be going into the pool. It's been quite a busy week with the engineer. We've done a lot of well, before we get to that, there's dug out the cocoa nut stumps there, ready to be taken away. But here we go. This week we looked at tiles. We've picked out all the tiles for the whole house. The whole house will be tiled, and here they all are. Different sizes, different shapes, different colours. That's the one front there in front of the centre. That's for the balcony. The rest of them you're looking at the back, so you won't see the colours yet. We'll show you that when they go on. All around the house is catch basins for the stormwater, and it's all going to be connected by pipes and taken out to the road, so the house will hopefully be stormwater proofed. And as we come down, you can now start to see the steps all nicely outlined now. The steps and the frame for the garden. And as we come inside, you'll see the major work they've done this week, and it has been a major effort. As we go up, they've put ceilings into a lot of the house now, and if you've seen Filipino homes, you'll know that they don't just do flat ceilings. There's all different height levels and whatnot going on there, and it should look really, really nice. There'll be down lights, or they call them pin lights, around the outside of the whole area, and then sort of feature lights in the centre, which will then cover up our roof. You'll see there's a lot more electrical done now than what had been done before, and they've actually wired some of it up as well. So it's all coming together. You can see it's a huge effort. This is all done manually. There's nothing prefab about it. All done manually, cut manually. This is the back bedroom. You can see the electrical's been more connected now than when it was. They've skim coated this room, so they've sealed it and then skim coated it. So don't worry, it looks patchy because it's not actual part of the paintwork yet. Here you go, see some wires coming through now. And the other thing, which I just sort of skipped over, this is front bedroom. They've started the ceiling in here, all looking as it should. But you can actually see there's actually door frames. I missed that on the way past. There's door frames in the 2 bedrooms here. Just got to see. I'm really limited as to what I can shoot at the moment because I'm really squeezing in, and if you know me, I don't squeeze very well. So we've got door frames, those 2 bedrooms, there you go. They're just prefab, they're one of the few things that's prefabbed in. They just come in and set them in. There's been no work done on the pantry this week. It's the same as it always been. Really no extra work done on the kitchen. But as you can see on the island there's water, there's electric, and there's a drain. So that gives you a bit of an idea what we're doing with the island. And this is the place where a cooktop, range hood, cupboards, all for the kitchen. You can see, I just skipped over, there's a frame for work for the door going into the master suite, and as it's coming out the balcony, all this cement is for the pool. It's going to take a big effort. This is the master bathroom. We've changed the design here slightly. There's the corner bath going in there, toilet going in there, that's all been plumbed in. We've changed, there's a corner shower going in there, and we're actually going with 1 vanity instead of dual vanities, so they've plumbed in the water outlet for that one as well. It just fit with the space and what we could get. It just we're going with 1 bigger vanity instead of two smaller ones. And again, you can see wires coming out of the wall now, so it's all getting wired up. They've just got to dig out for the bath here. They've got to still dig out the drainage and water for that. Our walk-in wardrobe, there's been no real work on that one this week. And our master bedroom, you can just see they've carved grooves in the wall there. That's actually for the outside lights, for the electric for the outside lights to come in. Along the front of the house is going to be those outside lights that point up and down. I'll show you those when I go outside. So that should really look good. But that's going to be our master bedroom. Other than that, no other work's been done on here this week, and looking good. And just coming from the outside, you can just sort of see the framework on the door here. There's basically going to be a door going into the area. There's no door in the bedroom, and just a quick sliding door to the master bathroom. As you can see, they've just done the front edge of the garden there, all looking good. And just a pan up, you can see these holes here. That's just for those outside lights that I said. So there's going to be 2 on this side, 2 on the other side, and also I think there's some in the middle as well. And there's also going to be pin lights or down lights here on the outside as well, coming down, so the house will be well lit up. And as you can see, they're just at different stages of sealing and skim coating the outside. So that's why it looks patchy. And don't worry, it's not part of the paint, so it's not even part of the paint yet. They haven't got to that stage, so don't worry about how it looks. It's just meant to basically seal it all up. And as you can see, for the drainage, and they've started digging out the drain work from that, and this will all be covered up shortly. But yeah, all progressing nicely. As we come back, you can see the catch basins. There's 4 or 6 across the back, with there'll be downpipes from the gutters on the roof, downpipes coming into here, and that's all going to get washed away to the road. And you can just see that's the framework on the change this slightly. That's the framework on the window for the master CR, so it should be nice and bright in there. You can just see the framework for the back door now. That's a bit bigger door than the rest. Looking really good. And that's the drainage coming out from the kitchen, water going in, drainage coming out. And the other major thing they did this week, they've sealed up the septic system. So we've got manholes into each of the 3 chambers. I did have a comment this week about the runoff of the sewage, and it's actually does fall off more than what it looks here. It looks fairly flat, but it actually does, especially from the house down, falls off quite a bit, and then the last metre or so into the septic system actually falls off even more, because that's where it comes out of the house there for the main bathroom. But yeah, all looking quite good, and I said many more pipes to go for more septic from the sewage from the master bathroom, and also stormwater as well will come out. You'll see that's just a quick shot of the barracks, which is where the guys live, or some of them live during the week. They don't go home, they actually live here. They've actually started taking it down. They've been using more of the plywood, they've been taking it down, because I can obviously sleep undercover with the house now. The only other thing I want to show you, just as we come here, like I said, we picked out all the bathroom this week. We picked out all the tiles. We also picked out the roof, and here is part of the roof. Just roof panels, not these PVC ceiling panels, which are what most houses are done out of. And here it is. I won't show you what colour it is or the texture it is, but that'll be coming shortly. And just as we come around, there's some of the sealant that they're using. They call it primer and sealant, but it's really just sealant at this stage. The painters will come in and finish the rest later. So I've just had a 10-second walk from the house. You can just see that's our sort of makeshift piggery at the moment. We've just got the one pig, mama pig at the moment. And just as we come round, there's our cats. It's all our female cats are locked out. We do let them out on occasion, but most of the time they stay in here for their protection and no more babies. And yeah, see you right in the thick of it. So keep watching and we'll get to the end.